All right, today we are going to rewire the way we think about field service. We're moving beyond just closing tickets, and instead, we're going to focus on the one thing that truly drives value, and that's the human experience.
You know, this quote just gets right to the heart of it, doesn't it? The technical fix, that's just the price of entry. The lasting impression, the thing that builds loyalty or completely destroys it, it's all emotional. It's about confidence, it's about clarity, and it's about care.
And that really begs the question, right? We are obsessed with metrics like response times and closure rates, but what if the most important KPI, the most important number, is the one we're not even tracking?
So, here's our roadmap for today. We're going to kick things off with a problem I call the automation paradox. Then we'll build the case for a human-centered approach, looking at culture, leadership, and finally, a whole new way to measure what actually matters. Okay, first up, the automation paradox. Look, we've all been told that automation and efficiency are the keys to the kingdom. But what if our laser focus on those green metrics is actually hiding a massive problem right under our noses? This is what we call the watermelon effect. You look at your dashboards and everything's green. You're hitting your SLAs, you're checking all the boxes. But when you actually talk to your customers, they're frustrated, they're confused, they are seeing red. The data tells you you're winning, but the customer feels like they're losing. And the scale of this disconnect is just staggering. It's not just a few unhappy people here and there. We are talking about a majority. In fact, we're talking about 59%. 59% of consumers, according to PwC, feel that companies have just lost the human touch. See, in our rush to automate everything, we've optimized the process, but we've completely forgotten about the person. So, how do we fix this? Well, the answer lies in our greatest and, honestly, most untapped asset, our people. We have to shift our focus and help our technicians evolve from being simple fixers into becoming trusted partners. And let's be super clear here. This is not about replacing people with bots or algorithms. Not at all. It's about augmenting your team. The goal is to use technology to remove all the noise so your people can focus on what they do best, building trust, showing empathy, and solving really complex problems. And you know what? This isn't just some feel-good strategy. It delivers hard, measurable results. Research from the Aberdeen Group shows that the best-in-class organizations, the ones who really prioritize this human-centered approach, they achieve an 88% first-time fix rate. That blows the industry average out of the water. And the cost of getting it wrong? Oh, it adds up fast. Every single time you have to send a technician back for a repeat visit, you're looking at an extra $200 to $300 in operational costs. Empowering your team to get it right the first time isn't just good service, it's a massive financial advantage. Okay, so how do we actually empower them? Well, it all starts with culture. But I'm not talking about culture as some slogan on a poster. I mean culture as an operational playbook that guides real behavior, especially when the pressure is on. This quote just nails the distinction. A value, like empathy, is a great idea, but it's abstract. A standard, on the other hand, is a specific, concrete action. It's the how-to guide for putting that value to work in a real-world customer interaction. A really practical tool for this is what's called the Service Standard Ladder. It breaks down a big idea like empathy into 3 simple parts. You've got the why, that's the principle, then the how, an observable behavior, like repeating a user's concern back to them, and finally the when, a trigger, like when a customer is clearly upset. This is how you make a value like empathy something that's scalable and repeatable across your whole team. Now, having a playbook is one thing, but you need an engine to actually drive it, and that's where leadership comes in. Your leaders are the force multipliers for this entire human-centered culture. This is such a powerful idea. A leader's job isn't to shout commands through a megaphone. It's to hold up a mirror, to model the exact behaviors you want your team to replicate, because your team will do what you do, not just what you say. So how do leaders make this happen consistently? The LEAD model is a simple but super effective coaching framework. You actively listen for that standard in action. Then you elevate it with recognition. You ask about its impact to really deepen the understanding. And finally, you direct the team to apply that learning going forward. It turns literally every interaction into a coaching opportunity. But let's be real. None of this works if you don't measure it. To make this shift real, we have to change what we value. And that means moving beyond those traditional technical metrics and starting to track the human experience. For decades, we've all lived by the SLA, the Service Level Agreement. It's a contract, right?
It's all based on technical outputs. Did we respond in time? Was the system uptime at 99.9%? Check, check, check. But the new world demands a new metric, the XLA, or the Experience Level Agreement. The fundamental question shifts from, did we hit the target, to, did the user leave feeling confident? It's a huge move from tech-centered metrics to human-centered ones, focusing on things like effort, emotion, and the actual value delivered.
And look, this isn't some new age theory we just cooked up. It's backed by the classic service profit chain concept from Harvard Business Review. It's a proven model. Happy, empowered employees create happy, loyal customers, which directly, and I mean directly, drives profit. The results of this shift can be staggering. I mean, take this number, 18%. What on earth could drive that kind of jump in customer satisfaction in just 6 months?
Well, the answer comes from a major logistics firm. They introduced a new KPI called emotional resolution. That simple focus on just ensuring the customer felt good about the fix led to an 18% surge in their satisfaction scores. It's absolute proof that what you measure is what you get. So, when you combine this human-centered culture with supportive leadership and the right metrics, what do you get? You get a future where technology doesn't replace people, it augments them.
This quote from John DeJulius really says it all, doesn't it? In a world where all your competitors can buy the exact same software and the same tools, your humanity becomes the ultimate competitive advantage. It's the one thing that can't be copied.
Ultimately, this isn't a choice between people and technology. It's about a smarter partnership. Let technology handle the routine, repetitive tasks. Let it filter out the noise. This frees up your team to focus on the truly irreplaceable human work, making a connection, complex problem solving, and building lasting trust.
So, I'll leave you with this one question. Your field team is out there every single day, acting as the living, breathing embodiment of your brand. They are the handshake. They are the face of your company. Is your strategy, and more importantly, your investment, truly showing that you understand just how valuable they are?